Yes, we're back. We're back again in Train Sim. We're back again in Scotland. We're back again on the West Highland Line South because it's Roy Bridge Day. It's today. It's the day. It's the day of the Roy Bridge. It's 1 year ago today that we discovered Roy. And if you're confused by that and you're watching this on YouTube, I will put a link to the original video below. Because trust me, it was just one of those really weird streams where we came upon this tiny little town, village, whatever it's called Roy Bridge. And the stream got, well, odd. Basically, as we approached Roy Bridge, and the whole Roy Bridge thing became a thing. So today, 1 year ago, 1 year on, 28th of May is Roy Bridge Day. We're going to redo the route. It's in 4 bits, the whole of West Highland Line South. We're going to do bits 2, 3 and 4. Roy Bridge is in bit 4. So we've got to wait for it, but we will get there in the end. The vehicle of choice, not one that we were going to plan on using. Did get a route sorted, but unfortunately failed to work. We were going to do it in the Pacer. But couldn't, so we have to do it in the Class 37, which I'm sure will be fun. So good evening, Trent, Dylan, Chris, Matthew, and Chris again. If you are watching this on YouTube, welcome indeed. Trains going on the channel every single Wednesday. On a Monday, something from OMSI. On a Friday, by the time this goes out, rotating between probably the last couple of videos from Tourist Bus, a little bit of Firm Bus left in there, and farming is going to be a thing. On a Saturday, some trucking, and on a Sunday, some random. So let's click on start then and jump in to this awesome route up in Scotland, the West Highland Line South. Yes, where we discovered 1 year ago, and what a year it's been, we discovered Roy, third Ewok from the left. Good evening, Dorset. How are we all doing? Hope we're looking forward to a weekend. A southbound freight service has arrived and everyone is back on board, so you are clear to proceed. You will soon leave Loch Lomond behind and start the long climb up to Glenfalloch summit. As you climb higher, the scenery will change from the deciduous forest to open moorland. You're definitely not here. Okay, good to know. Well, there's a thumbnail. Let's get that just straight in there then. There we go, that's that done. Don't worry about that anymore. So we are going to be calling out in this one Cranlarrick North in 8 miles, then Tyndrum Upper North, go via County March and pick up passengers from Bridge of Orkney North. So this is the first 3 scenarios we're going to be doing. Hi Danilo. Hope you're cooling down when it's nice weather outside. It's lovely out there. That's a view. There we go. Right, okay. Put it into forward. Jesus, thank you very much for that. 7 months. That's a long time. That's more than 6. Because, you know, I'm good at maths. Right. Release the hounds. No, release the brakes. And off we go. In all the diesely goodness. So 8.65 miles, that's quite exact, to Cranlarrick North platform. And then a few more stops. So yes, 3 45-minute scenarios to go. We get to Roy Bridge on the last one. Because, you know, tease. I could have gone straight in there with Roy, but, you know, so once we clear this, we should then speed up to a 40. Have we got any of the windows? Are there any of the windows? There probably are none of the windows, are there? Nope, okay. Oh, that's a noise. I know they're I meant opening windows. I knew what I meant. That's quite treey. That's quite a noise, isn't it? We approve of that. We definitely approve of that. So yes, I had planned on doing this in the Pacer, but you know, I don't think it'd been quite the same, would it? I think this is one of those where it's just 40 miles an hour the whole way. Being it's uphill as well. Oh, I didn't put lights on. There we go. Speeding. Sort of speeding. How are we? Oh, see, have we got a? Oh, we have. We've got a thing. Oh, it's the Harry Potter one, isn't it? Anything from the trolley, it is. Facing the wrong way, though. Oh, it just sounds too good. Right, Randy Wings. This isn't Korea. North or south? We do, I think, go to Karawa. Haha, there's a segue. On this as well. Well, thrash time, but we got a 25 limit coming up. So it sort of restricts the thrashiness. If thrashiness is actually a word. Is it a word? I don't know, it could be a word. We probably need... Whoa, that was words. We probably won't need much brakes to slow ourselves down. If I just back off the throttle. Nice and twisty. Right, so we've got a 25 coming up, so we're stopping at Cranelarich North, go via Tyndrum, go via County March and pick up passengers from Bridge of Orkney. And then I think we start from Bridge of Orkney at the next scenario and we carry on from there. Or we'll soon be slowing down to cross the Glenfalloch Viaduct. Oh, isn't that the Harry Potter one up here somewhere? Is it that one? Because I did that route before and I put crossing the Harry Potter Viaduct. And someone commented on YouTube going, it's not the Harry Potter Viaduct, it's the whatever it's called viaduct. Oh, okay. I got told off. I can see why there's a 25. Yeah, for those of you watching live, first of a few streams coming up this weekend, obviously this today. Tomorrow lunchtime got some SnowRunner in multiplayer. Tomorrow night got a look at the new multiplayer trucking thing for ATS with AI traffic now. And Sunday, a very long stream. A long farming stream. sort of 7, 8, 9 hours probably. Glenfinnan Viaduct. No, you're right. It is a Glenfinnan Viaduct. Not that one. Because that's a bit short and a bit modern. Or I was thinking of Glenfiddich actually, but you know, Glenfiddich. It's just these things are just barely ticking over. I don't know why we've got 2 locos. It's not that long of a train. Oh no, it's actually quite long of a train. Okay, yeah, it is quite long. Oh, I'm doing the speedy again. It's hard to maintain your thing. Farming on Sunday on YouTube? God no. No one on YouTube is going to watch a 7 or 8 hour farming stream. It's doing a nice slow bimble uphill, which means, you know, when everything has got things that go up. I can't even do my words. Things that go up must come down. You underestimate the power of your insomnia. Actually, in all fairness though, the long train sim ones do get a lot of views. But not farming. I think the train sim's quite relaxing. What? Where? Where? I can't. Where? You got to watch them, little buggers. They could be anywhere. We will explain more about the whole Roy Bridge thing as we get closer to Roy Bridge. Oh, that's noisy. It's not that bridge. That was just a bridge, not Roy Bridge. Ah, nearly got me for speeding, didn't you? But you didn't quite. Sounds like you're about to charge into battle. Charge! INT. Hello, someone's put a bush in the way. There's Bushy is in the way. It's Bush Simulator. Oh, there we go. Oh, a couple of diesely smokilies? No, smoking diesels. I knew what I meant. Twos is dieselies, yes. That sounds like rabbit hunting with dogs. Okay, no, yeah, no, I know where you're coming from, I think. That's a long time at 25 miles an hour just to go over one viaduct. No, it's the rabbits make that noise when you squeeze them. actually nice and peaceful at the back. You make that noise too if you squeeze me. Well, especially after eating beans. Well, I can sort of see why we've got two engines, because we are quite long and I suppose it is quite uphill. There's probably stretches of this where you don't need two engines. Oh, doing a speedy again. Don't squeeze me because you just ate beans. So did I. I actually had beans on toast. Why is that bridge there? Where's that going? It's a bridge to nowhere. Well, back to a 40 limit up here. So we're going via Crane Larrick North, which is up there. Then Upper Tyndrum, then County March, and then Bridge of Orkney North, where we got to stop. Indeed, and sounding good as well. A little bit jittery. Then you come to the road to nowhere. We're on the road to nowhere. Nice old picture of a steam train up there. Quite a pleasant place to spend a few hours on it if you were sat here. I'd sit there obviously because you want to be looking where you're going. Right, 40. See, that is properly good. I could just listen to that under full load all day. See, it's one of those, it's not a very long scenario, but obviously because we're at lower speeds, it's taking a while. We're going to have to be on the brakes as well when we come down to the side. Oh, see all that lovely smoke. It's good for the environment, that smoke. I do, hey. Don't burn the brakes today. Well, I think we've got a little while before we got to slow down. We're okay. Well, before we got to stop. So yes, this is the first of three 45-minute scenarios that we'll be doing. That the last one gets us to Roybridge, because it's Roybridge Day, 28th of May. That's today. Not if you're just on YouTube, obviously. Have we got another? Hang on, is it just the one? Yeah, it is. Could be next year. Someone could be watching it on Roybridge Day 2022. We'll be doing this again next year. Let's try this again. Greetings, infidels. Cranlarrick is now the junction for the line to Oban. The Callander and Oban Railway arrived at the Cranlarrick long before the West Highland Railway. The line from Cranlarrick to Stirling via Callander was closed as part of the Beeching cuts. Beeching was a bastard. Before the line east of Cranlarrick was closed, a link between the two lines was rarely used, but is now the main line between Glasgow and Oban. Thank you very much for that, Doulahay. Right, so we've got a 15 coming up down here. So I'll slow it down. Yes, we were planning on actually doing a meetup, a physical meetup at Roy Bridge today. So maybe next year we'll do a physical meetup on Roy Bridge Day at Roy Bridge. Okay. I'll slow it down to 15 as we come through Cranlarrick North. Okay. No, it's fine. Yes, the sound of those engines, even on tick over, they just sound so good. So come off the brakes. You mean the Scottish film? You can't say that word. It's bad luck. It's like, the bloke out of Harry Potter. You can't say his name. Oh, another Twain. Right, so we're not stopping here, we're just going via Ron Weasley. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Hello, other Twain. You've only got one, I've got two. As you're leaving Cranlarrick, you'll pass the junction for the Oban line before crossing the remains of the former Callander to Oban main line. This line is now used as a log loading terminal and just ends just out of sight. Oh, just round there then, I'm guessing, unless we're going that way. Whichever way we're not going is the way that the log thing is. So that train's waiting to go, and we're like, yeah, we just take our time. It's 15 limit, we'll just do 7. After crossing the remains of Callander and Oban Railway, you cross the river Fillan before the long steep climb to Tyndrum Upper Station and the County March summit. The line to Oban remains in sight at the bottom of the valley. So around here then is the old line. There's now a place for unloading your log. Hi, John. So if we're going up then, that must wind down. There's a line down there, look. Is that the one? Or was that the loggy place then? Where's that going? That wasn't the one that went through there? Oh, I'm doing lots of speeding. Lots and lots of speeding, in fact. Let's do the slowing down. Whiver! Oh, it's the 30 anyway. Oh, I'm doing speeding up. So we've now got to climb up to Tyndrum Upper North. It's got upper in the title. That means we're going up, I reckon. Oh, I reckon. Let's put on some beans. That should be illegal, that noise. Give me some beans and a squeeze. Hope we don't roll back down the hill. Right, all of the beans going up. 4 miles to go to Tyndrum Upper North. Then it's go via the County March Summit and then the Bridge of Orkey over there. I can now sort of see why we've got two locos. Still facing the wrong way. I want to sit that way. I want to see where we've been. I want to see where we're going. Beans means trains. That's just such, you don't get that noise. All modern tracks are now just continuously welded, aren't they? You don't get the joins anymore. It just doesn't sound the same. Don't do me for speeding. Ha ha ha. See, I didn't do the speedy. Right, 3 miles to go into another go via. So I think it's the second scenario. This is the first one we're doing of 3. I think the second scenario gets us to Carawa, and then the third scenario gets us to Roy Bridge. And then we end at Fort William. Right, 30 coming up. So you shouldn't need to back off the power much. What's that noise? Yeah, electrics are all fine and dandy, but just the noise of a diesel. Can be a bit of horny. Right, back it off slightly. See, just under a little bit of load. It's a shame because any of these that are now being or have been preserved just will never work under full load again. I know. Again, I suppose like a lot of things, you just get immune to it, wouldn't you? Yeah, it's like a few of the preservation railways and stuff have saved a couple of HSTs. They're never going to be able to travel at 125 miles an hour again. So they're going to spend the rest of their days just trundling up and down at 15 miles an hour or 20 miles an hour. It's just not the same. Yeah, jointed track sounds so good. Do apologise for anybody that's getting diesel in their face. I'll move the camera away from the diesel. Hi Michael. Right, it's carrying on round. We've got a 30 coming up. It's be one of those because they're 45 minutes long each of the scenarios. We'll soon be passing Tyndrum Upper Station where there is no need to stop. You can see the village of Tyndrum below, and once past there you'll lose sight of the line to Urban. Ah, which is down there in the valley. I think, isn't it? Did it say it's down there in the valley? Can't see because some pillock put trees in the way. Oh, unless it runs, stupid trees, unless it runs along the edge there. Blame Dylan, yeah. I'm doing good, thank you. Right, so 15 limit coming up down here. And then we'll lose sight of the line that I couldn't see anyway. There's a road. And there's a river. I'm guessing it must be up there, just below that tree line where the railway ran. The railway. So for those that have just joined the stream, got a weekend of streams coming up, because it's a bank holiday weekend for us here. So tomorrow lunchtime we got some Snow Runner in multiplayer. Tomorrow night got a look at the new MP in American Truck Sim with added AI traffic. That's not going to end badly at all. And then Sunday got a very long farming stream, 7, 8, 9 hours probably of the farming on Sunday. And Monday, well, at the moment anyway, it might change. I look at Grand Casino Tycoon. I might do something else. Yeah, I'd love to visit this part of Scotland. I'd love to go to Carrower because it just looks so idyllic up there. Right, this is our go via Tyndrum Upper North. So I'm guessing we'll have a passing place here. Will there be another Twain? No, not very frequent service, is it? So we're not stopping here? Yeah, I can imagine it'd be quite interesting in winter. We're going to a ban. Nice. Right, this is Tyndrum. Where I'm slightly speeding, but you know, it's fine. Right, so go via County March Summit in a mile. Actually, it would be quite nice though at these sort of speeds. Just sat listening to that noise. Nice. Right, so 40 limit, let's give it some beans. Yeah, it might not be good for the environment, but... Oh, you're now on the final climb to the County March Summit, 1,024 feet above sea level. Here the A82 road, the railway and the West Highland Way footpath are all close together, squeezed into the bottom of the valley to the west of Ben Odar. Ben Durain dominates the skyline ahead. So a road, a footpath and a railway squeezed. Hope they haven't had beans. Yes, here's the first of 3 scenarios we're doing. This first one takes us as far as the Bridge of Orkney, which I'm probably pronouncing wrong. The second one takes us via Carawa, and the third one then takes us to Roybridge, and then on to the final destination, not the films, of Fort William. Michael, thank you very much for that. So there's the road, there's the railway, and there's the footpath. Oh, imagine walking along that footpath. Oh, that would be awesome. And then having a train like this come past. That just, wow. Imagine doing that in the summer. Walking along this valley. Yeah, not the place to ask, Irvin, on here. Yeah, definitely a bit tight. I should imagine the A82 is probably a little bit busier than it is there as well. Cycling and cycling? That sounds far too energetic. Now you're over the County March Summit, the road and railway diverge and you enter the horseshoe curves to the north of Ben Odar. The line then curves around to the west of Ben Durain. This is a popular spot for railway photographers with the 2 mountains dominating the skyline. With lots of speeding. Very lots of speeding. Irvin, as I said, I'm not going to go into it here, but you've been banned from the Discord about 5 times now. Over the last probably 2 years. I can see it'd be quite nice with the river down there. There's the footpath now, which crosses below us. Now, there's a famous horseshoe curve? Is it in the States? It's like a really tight loop. I've seen some video footage of trains going around there. That looks so cool. Oh wow, that's a drop. Walking along there, look, river down there, these mountains around you, and then trains up on the hill. Oh, that's just be a brilliant place to go to. Speeding. Lots of speeding, in fact, because it's a 30 now. That crept up on me. Right, so you've got 4.5 miles until the Bridge of Orkney. You'll see we're passing over the 2 viaducts on the horseshoe curve before the line follows the west side of Ben Durain. Also around here, that. Oh wow, I can see it'd be quite a good spot for a photo with the mountains in. Oh, imagine catching a train going across there. That would be quite a good photo moment, wouldn't it? Train going across that viaduct with the mountains in the background, or even this little one here. I'm not a train nerd, but that would be quite a cool picture. What trains actually run on this line now? Is it DMUs, or is it? It's not these anymore, obviously. Can someone do a Googles? Yeah, see that would be quite cool with that in the background, wouldn't it? Yeah, another Caledonia sleeper goes to Corral. I'm not doing the speed limit, but, you know, quite frankly, don't care. Yeah, that would be quite a good photo moment, wouldn't it? With the river running below this viaduct, train over the top. Imagine a bit of snow on the hills in the background. Yeah, with that sort of view. Not that you could... Well, you could get a drone shot, I suppose. If you had a drone. That's quite cool. Actually, we get a 50 limit up here. So lovely scenery, but we're now going to get covered in black smoke. It's like they're using 156. Right, 50 limit. Finally get some speed, well, as much speed as this thing can give. And we got to stop in 2.8 miles and then go on to scenario number 2. Okay, this feels too fast now. Oh, imagine a steam train coming up through here. That would be quite cool. See, if I was driving this, I just wanted to come off the power and go on the power all the time. You'll soon be arriving at Bridge of Orkney for a brief stop. There's not much at Bridge of Orkney apart from the hotel at the side of the road. The station is a popular stop for walkers climbing the nearby mountains. Once at Bridge of Orkney, the second part of the scenario finishes. Yeah, Pacer would have been fine on this. It broke. It actually crashed Train Sim trying to load it, but it's fine. This is quite nice. More diesel equals better. Yeah, Jonathan, I was going to use the Pacer on this route tonight because I've got a bit of a Pacer thing, but it broke Train Sim. That's what Nico is referring to. Not that in reality they've used this route. Right, slow it down to a 15. And then stop at Bridge of Orkney. So this scenario ends, but 2 more to go. So Carrara in the next one, and then Roy Bridge in the third one. Bit more braking. Down to 15. So into Bridge of Orkney. So this scenario ends, and then we start at number 2. I think there are more stops in the second scenario. I say Corral being one of them, which is one of those places that just looks absolutely awesome to visit. And in we come. Where we'll try and get most of the train on the platform if we can. Well, some of it's on. Okay, if you want to get out of these, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carriages, you're slightly out of luck. You can get out of the first 3 though. You're okay. Part 2 of the scenario is complete. Well, only the first part we've done, but there is part 2. Right, so that's that one. So we'll jump straight back in. Scrolly, 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 scrolly. West Highland Line. Now on to number 3. Yep, go. So this one with Carrara, same train, carrying on from where we just stopped. And then the third part, well, with the passengers back on board, you're now ready to leave towards Rannoch. So, a little bit further down, but actually not bad compared to where we just stopped. Right, into forward. Very loud scrolling. That was very loud scrolling, wasn't it? Right, so this time it's go via Gorton South, go via Rannoch, and finish at Carrara. Okay, so there's only one stop on this one. So Carrara is where we end up. Which way is Carrara? Over there. 22 miles in that general direction. And then the third one then must start at Carrara. Oh, see that noise. Roy Bridge Day. Woo! It feels like a Wednesday. It's really bizarre. Right, 45 limit. Couldn't really hold a conversation, could you, in the cab if you had someone else with you? You're like, what? Hello? Yeah, I can't hear you. But you wouldn't mind. It'd be good if you're working with someone you didn't like. Like, sorry, can't hear you. Can't talk to you. You're now climbing up towards Callada and onto Rannoch Moor, which is one of the largest uninhabited areas in the UK. You'll soon be able to see Loch Tulla down on the left. I should build some houses up here then. It wouldn't be so uninhabited. Whose fault's that? Nice housing estate up here. Build a Morrison's, an iron brew shop, somewhere to get haggis, just done. Because that's all, you know, Scottish people live on, iron brew and haggis. Well, I'm just saying. Yeah, the train's very loud. What? I can't hear you. The train's very loud. Plenty of wild haggis running around up there. You've got to get them in season. you can't catch them out of season. It's illegal. You got to be careful because all the ones you see in the supermarkets, they haven't got any legs on. Because if you scare them, the legs fall off. So a true wild haggis has still got its legs. All the ones in the shops, no legs. They've been scared. Scared, legs fall off. So that's when you know you've got a good haggis. You'll soon diverge from the A82 road. We're not on a road, which takes a different route along the southern edge of Rannoch Moor before descending into the pass of Glencoe and onto Fort William. The railway continues to climb over Acalada Viaduct and onto Rannoch Moor. There's little sign of civilization here other than the railway and the pylons, I should imagine. Yeah, it's like, we could be in the middle of nowhere apart from the train and the railway line and the pylons. Haggis farming. Just don't put Dylan in charge because he can't keep a dog alive. Right, so 5 miles to go. What about the second one, Dylan? So if you're looking for love, Dylan is single. Just don't look at him funny. He promised not to shoot you. Maybe. No, I was going to make a comment then, but this is going on YouTube. Right, so 4.6 miles to go until Gorton South and North. How can it be Gorton South and North? How come a place be in the south and the north? Then go via Rannoch North and end up at Corral. It's over there. End up at Corral. And a TV series, North and South. I think I might have tried watching that once. So yes, you can't tell there's any civilization up here apart from the electricity pylons and the railway line. Apart from that, and the bridges. Apart from that, there's nothing. Northern exposure. Was that the one that found a dead body in the first episode? This might be the one I started watching. I only watched the first episode. Right, down to a 40. I'm thinking of Twin Peaks. I don't know. I watched so many TV programs. It does ruin the like. I'm fine with the diesel smoke. It's just the electricity pylons. Can we just do something about those, please? Someone just just take them down. If you can, that'd be great. I can't just run them underground, just along the side of. This one's for Laura Palmer. Who the hell's Laura Palmer? I'm guessing she's from Twin Peaks. Okay, 50 limit coming up. He just blinked his mate that wanted to shout out. Go Laura! Tell Laura I love her. I don't. Can't stand the woman. Crap song. Yeah, that was the issue. The song. Hang on, my lights ain't on. There we go. Because I couldn't see a thing without them. Hang on a minute. How is that? Okay. Assuming coming up to passing loop at Gorton, it is a little used as difficult to get the signal up here to control it. It will continue straight through the main line. Yeah, we're going the other way now. So whoever did this scenario put the carriages the wrong way round, or the other way round. So somehow all the carriages got turned around when we stopped. It's like that one we did in America, wasn't it? Where the train moved from one side of the track to the other side of the track. I wouldn't mind being a signal up here. Just give me a little cottage. And some good internet. Deliver me, just throw me some food every couple of days. I'd be quite happy. You could stream up there. I'm actually toying with my stream on Sunday, the long stream from on farming. I'm actually toying with streaming from the sofa. Yeah, signalman's got to get the train up there. Well, how do we get the train there if there's no signalman? Oh, too many wild haggises around. It's like, how does the guy that drives a snowplow get to work in the morning? It's those sort of questions. That'd be quite pleasant. Looks a bit small, but be alright. Better than a tent. It's got his toilet down there, probably. Imagine getting Just Eat to deliver. Right, 6 miles to go to Rannoch North. And then it's Carrower, which is over. Having passed Gorton, you're now on the wilderness even of Rannoch Moor, and I'm speeding. Yeah, how am I supposed to get my Amazon delivery? My daily Amazon delivery. How's that going to work, living there? It definitely looks a bit... Okay, if you ignore the pylons, if you look that way, you have to send it back. Yeah, I'm sorry, this pizza is not here in 30 minutes. It should be free. Speeding. Some speeding. There's definitely some speeding going on. That's why I don't want to live anywhere remote. See, if I win the Euro Millions tonight, it'd be I'd be moving to the coast, somewhere with good internet. That Amazon deliver. Monsieur Chaos, thank you very much. 44 months. So 3 days time, expect Chaos to resubscribe with 45. Because Chaos. Because, not Chaos, because Twitch. Cheers, Chaos. 44, Jesus Christ, that's slightly scary that I've been doing this that long. What class is that? This is a 37. A pair of 37s, in fact. Right, down to a 40. Or at least my water's stopped being some multi... No, a little bit. It's not as bad on the multicoloured. There's a little bit. Be nice. I'd just try and visit this bit of Scotland. It does look really nice. Even in a sim, it looks quite nice. Apart from obviously, you got to go out of haggis season when they're all hibernating. What are we taking? Victims. Many victims. Yeah, don't try and wake a hibernating haggis, because they'll have your arm off. Vicious little buggers they are. Right, 3 miles from go via, and then on to Carrower. Another little hut for the workmen to sit and have a cup of tea. What's haggis? Wild little buggers. Found in Scotland. Right, up to a 50 limit. So back it off. Don't go doing the speedy. Ah, see. Still strange how we're now going that, facing that way. I don't think it'd be the same with like a 156 trundling about a beer. Seeing a little DMU just trundle across the top of here. Not quite as picturesque, is it? Right, back down to a 40 as we go via Rannoch North platform. Yeah, it's not quite the same. You know, this thing trundling past, it's got the noise and it's just got that look about it. A little 156 trundling up here. It's just like, you wouldn't want to get your camera out, would you? Or some people would, I should imagine. Right, now they've been... Look, why have you put a 40 limit at the bottom of the hill? That's a bit evil. Evil. You'll soon be crossing the Garber... That's the viaduct before arriving in Rannoch. Anaraxwood. Class 73, that sounds modern. I don't know what the... I know a 43 is a pacer and a 143 is a HST. That's about as far as my limit goes. What are the dots for on top of the coaches? Dots? Vents, I should imagine. Vents for each of the... yeah, vents. To let air in and out. Because a lot of people are eating beans. Other way round. Is it? Oh yeah, 142, 143 is the pacer. 43 is a HST. I knew, I was just testing it to see how much of an anorak you were. You passed, John. You're a train nerd. See, that also proves I know nothing about what model trains they are. Right, so go via Rannoch North. Very anarchy. You'll soon be passing Rannoch Station, where there is no need to stop. Good. Rannoch has limited road access from the east, but the only access from Bridge of Orkey, other than by train, involves a very long route around. So either go by train or don't go at all. 73 is actually 1960s Southern Region electro diesels. Wow. Still not as old as Blinky. Noddy? Noddy? Why? What? See, that's quite nice. It's definitely a bit barren. At least for now we're losing sight of the electricity pylons. So go via Rannoch. So don't forget, if anyone's around on Sunday, we've got a long farming stream coming up, starting I reckon about midday, and finishing when we get fed up, basically. What's your favourite train? Pacer. Definitely not the people here. How have they got there? Where are they going? It's like, oh, you missed the train. Oh, damn it, the next one's a week on Thursday. Right, happy is go. Is it going to do the droppy thing? There we go. You'll soon be going over the Rannoch Viaduct and have started the final climb up to Carawa Summit. And there is a viaduct. It seems very precarious, like they just piled up a load of dirt. Yeah, we just pile this up. It'll be fine, and then we just put a bit of a bridgey thing, and then it will be alright. It'll be grand. Right, 7 miles to go to Carawa. I saw the all the stations thing when he went to Carawa, and they went back afterwards and visited the cafe that's there, which looked really nice, and they stayed in the signal box, which you can do. I'd love to do that. How cool would that be? See, that's not bad, is it? Right, 50 limit. As you make the climb up again now to Carawa. We'll soon be going through the Crack Snow Shed, the only snow shed on the railway, on a railway line in the UK. In steam days, the roof of the snow shed used to be removed in the summer. Oh wow, okay. Well, there's a fact. I never knew that. A shed to put your snow in. Because you've got to put it somewhere in the summer. Well, it just looks like a tunnel, but okay. Snow shed. So where's it coming down from? Oh, down from there, I suppose. That's why they got the fence that just sort of they care about this bit. It's like, sod that bit. Yeah, I can definitely see why we got two engines on this at times. Oh, that noise though. Roybridge. We're not there yet. We're heading towards Carrara, and then the next scenario will see us at Roybridge. I should imagine up here it probably isn't welded track, is it? It probably is jointed track still. It's only when they're laying new track, isn't it, that they're pretty much welding it. So a lot of this is probably really old and really original, I should imagine. Oh, that noise. Right, so 4 miles to go to Carrara on this scenario, and then we've got one more scenario to go that's 45 minutes that takes us to Roybridge. Well, that was the plan for today, which we discussed last year, thinking the whole COVID thing would be over by then, that we were going to do a physical meet-up at Roybridge, but it isn't going to happen. And from what the news was saying today, we're not going to come out of full lockdown next month. So at this rate, we might not be doing any meetups this year. Which is a pain, because we've got one in 4 weeks' time. Time you watch this on YouTube, that would have happened 3-4 days ago, hopefully. That's a bit of a curvy track. Oh, speeding. Right, so 2 miles from Carrara, where this scenario ends, and then we pick it up in the final one from there. I really must go back and watch that Roybridge stream from a year ago, just because it just got so random so quickly that we just mentioned Roybridge, and Sam was in text chat watching the stream, and I think me and him were just pretty much on the same wavelength, and we're just bouncing off each other, and it just got really random. Yeah, streams on YouTube. Well, you've got to wear masks on public transport. Is the law. Unless you're exempt. Right, 45 coming up. I should imagine going across here in the winter would be awesome with all the snow everywhere. You'll soon be stopping at Carrower Station, which is the highest station in the UK at 1,339 feet above sea level. Carrower is also the most remote station in the UK and one of only 4 that have no road access. You'll be passing the Corpac to Moss End freight service, TD17 here. Carrower has... Oh, give me a chance to finish it. Wow. There were some things there. Some words about Carrower. Next stop, Carrower. It's high and it's remote. There you go. That's all you need to know. Right, slowing it down. How would you get to a station with no road? By train. The staff that work in the cafe have got a 4x4, so there's a track, but it's not actually a public highway. And they travel down the track to get their supplies and stuff. There is, if you watch on YouTube, which hopefully everyone has watched, all the stations where Vicky and Jeff visited every train station in the UK 4 years ago now. They visited Carrower and then went back and visited it again as a separate video and talked to the staff in the cafe, and they actually stayed overnight in the signal box. Yeah, all the stations was brilliant. One of the few things I binged on YouTube. Got told about all the stations, went back, binged it. The same happened when I got told about Project Binky. I just went back and binged them all. Right, coming into Carrower. Project Binky. Two guys trying to get the engine and running gear from a Toyota Celica GT4 into a Mini. And it's been going 7 years now, and is fantastic. I actually go back every few months and we'll just start the whole thing from the very beginning and just watch them all, and they still haven't finished it 7 years later. It's getting there, but they haven't finished it. Hello? Okay, we'll pull forward a bit then. There we go. Yeah, they've done a side project as well, trying to convert an old library van into race transport. That's been really interesting to watch. And they did one on building a race car last year. But yeah, if you enjoy really entertaining stuff, and if you like a bit of engineering, the engineering aspect of Project Binky is just awesome. The brackets and welding and things that you have to do to adapt this Mini to get this Toyota Celica GT4 running gear and engine in without making the Mini any longer. They have used like wheel arch extensions to make it slightly wider at the tyres, but it's no longer, and they've got a Toyota Celica GT4 engine in the normal engine bay of a Mini. Really well worth going to watch it. Right, so that was scenario, the one we did. I won't scroll because they don't moan at me for being loud scrolling. We'll then go and do the final one, which takes us to Roybridge. Oh, Vice Grip Garage. Yes, I do love a bit of Vice Grip. With the passengers now back on board, you only have to wait for the signal to show the route ahead is clear before departing. You'll shortly be passing Carrara Summit, which at 1350 feet above sea level is the highest point on the West Highland Line. From here is downhill all the way to Fort William. So, still at Carrara, that train now going. And, well, that's showing up, that's green. So that's fine. So, we're now going to Tulloch North, go via Tulloch North, go via Roybridge. I might actually sneakily stop at Roybridge. We're not supposed to, but I think we should, as it's Roybridge Day, we will stop at Roybridge. Go via Speenbridge North platform, go via Mallaig Junction Main, and pick up passengers from Fort William. So that is where we will end, but we will stop at Roybridge. Okay, that into forward. Wow, okay, that accelerated quicker than I thought it was going to. Blimey. Okay. So if you just joined the stream, welcome indeed. First of a few streams over this weekend. 2 streams tomorrow. Lunchtime, I got some SnowRunner in multiplayer, which is going to be a good bit of fun. Hopefully getting stuck and falling over and swearing a lot, I should imagine. Tomorrow night, looking at the new multiplayer in American Truck Sim. So the 1.41 with AI traffic. 8 of us going to be doing that tomorrow night. So having to stop at traffic lights and obey speed limits and things, that's going to be interesting for sure. Sunday, a long stream. Starting about midday, we'll be doing 7, 8, 9 hours of farming on Sunday, and then something on Monday lunchtime. And then back on Tuesday with some OMSI, Wednesday more train sim, next Thursday some more flight, next Friday more trucking, and next Saturday some Forza Horizon 4, some NIMBY Rails, and then next Sunday some farming again. So loads of streams coming up over the next 10 days. I'm here every day, no day off for me. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. So we had a quick test of it yesterday to make sure it all worked okay, and it did. So yeah, looking forward to that. So it's going to be downhill all the way now. So we shouldn't be hearing too much of the diseasely goodness. I was about to say, how can that be the summit when we've got hills up here? But it's not. It's that you should be able to see Loch Treig to your left. The loch is a man-made reservoir constructed in 1929 as part of the Lochaber hydroelectric scheme to power the aluminium smelter. See, aluminium, not aluminum, aluminium smelter in Fort William. Oh wow. That's good. So internet speeds better. More is good. Yeah, I'm going to be going to 300 or 350, I think, down. I don't need down. I don't need up, really. I got 25 up. Don't need that. But it's good. Certainly if there's other people in your household that are streaming things. It certainly looks picturesque. So we will stop at Roy Bridge because, you know, Roy. So that's that man-made reservoir then.
Oh, yeah.
Owen, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the madness. Please leave your brain at the door. Not that door, the other one. One man-made reservoir. What service are we driving? A couple of Class 37s going to Fort William on the final bit. Slowing it down, or attempting to slow it down. We'll apply a bit more of the breakage. Down to the 30. So nothing on this. There isn't anything on this that says how fast you should go. Strangely. I'm doing the speedy again. The windows open. No. I think it's an old loco as far as train sim's concerned. Sounds good though, even though we are just idling on the way down. Why is there a dog on the side? It's a West Highland Terrier. This is a West Highland Line. They're cool dogs. Used to have one of those. Had a West Highland Terrier, then had a Yorkshire Terrier. Right, so downhill stretch. So we are stopping at, or go via Tulloch North, then Roy Bridge. Way, good old Roy, which is over there, 12 miles. Then Speeding Bridge, Roy's cousin. Then Malay Junction, which is all the way back over there, and then Fort William. Don't know why it zoomed me out that far. What's going on there? Yeah, Psycho was my parents' bird, not mine. I inherited him. Yeah, I didn't mean to zoom out. There's an accidental zoom. Don't do the speeding up thing. Slowing down. I used to facing the same way again this time. Not facing the other way. Here, a little bit speedy, it's fine. We'll be alright. There we go. And stop with the speedy now. Slowly. I know we're going downhill, but it does seem quite slow for this sort of track. I know there's a few bends. As you approach the Treeg Dam, you'll go through Furset Tunnel, which was built in 1931, and part of the original tunnel was flooded. Until the 1970s, there was a narrow gauge railway from Fort William to Treeg Dam and Lagan Dam, just to the east of Tulloch, to service the pipeline carrying water to the hydroelectric power station at the aluminium smelter in Fort William. Cool! I've always wanted to go up on the Festiniog as well. I haven't done that. That's supposed to be quite cool. It's quite nice just listening to the diesels ticking over, really. At least I'm not going to overheat the brakes like I did last time. It's definitely quite a large man-made reservoir. You can see why they put it sort of there. How do they fill it up? There's a question. They have to run a hose pipe from someone's house. Take a while. With buckets. The chain of people with a bucket. Wouldn't want to pay the water bill. Bad enough someone puts a washing machine on when you're in the shower. Imagine someone running that. Right, 4 miles to Tulloch North. I keep thinking of Tunnocks. I want to say Tunnocks. I keep thinking of tea cakes. Tunnocks tea cakes. Those things should be banned as well. Because you open them and you think, I'll just have one. How have you not had a Well, you need to get on the Googles. They should be banned because you open them and then you go, yeah, I'll have one, and you look round and the box is empty. And you look on the floor, you look under the sofa, and I same with Jaffa cakes. You open a pack of Jaffa cakes. You think, I'll just have one, and you're sat there watching a film or whatever, and you have one, and you look down and there's that empty orange wrapper by the side of you, and then again you're checking the back of the sofa, you're looking on the floor in case they fell off. It's just, I don't know what happens to them all. Pringles are the same. Pizza is the worst. But you buy pizza, you eat the whole pizza. Simples. Did the same with a box of Maltesers over Christmas, in all fairness, as well. I opened the box of Maltesers, so I'll have a couple, and then before you know it, there's like, oh, they seem to, it must be a hole in the bottom of the box. Oh, oh God, chocolate digestives. Chocolate hobnobs. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Milk chocolate hobnobs should be banned. There should be an 18 plus symbol on them. You shouldn't be allowed to buy them. As you pass through Tulloch, no tea cakes, there's no need to stop. You'll get a glimpse of Loch Lagan to your right. You also need to approaching civilization again as you meet up with the A86 and A82 roads into Fort William. You've got oats, they're healthy. Exactly. Oh, I want some chocolate hobnobs now. I've been shopping. I went shopping on the way home from work. I don't need to go out of the house again now till Tuesday. I've got shopping being delivered tomorrow. Oh, don't try the tangy wine gums. Blimey. Right, 3 miles. I found 2 packs of Starburst in my car the other day. I forgot they were there. I can't remember how long they've been there. I think they might still be in date. Starburst go out of date? I don't think they will. Tunnel. 1931, nearly as old as Blinky. The beans are passing through. Just go soft and gooey after a while. What? Sorry, what now? What? Go on YouTube. Go on YouTube. No one's going to be watching this on YouTube. Hello YouTube, if you've got this far. No one's got this far on YouTube. Hobnobs. Well, there's some letters in there that are the same. Right, so we've got to go via Tulloch North. Just because. About advert, was it the 80s? Was it the 90s? Just because the lady loves milk tray. So she's a bit of a porker then, is what you're saying? Right, give it a bit of power, maybe. Oh, there we go. That'll do. You have too much power. All by myself. You've never actually had milk tray. It's not really something you buy for yourself, is it? Because there's always ones in there that no one likes. It's like, yeah, I don't like those ones. I don't like those ones. I don't like those ones. Oh, thanks. You bought me a box of chocolates and I only like 3 of them. It's like Quality Street. You need a lot of people to get through a box of Quality Street because there's always some weirdo that likes the purple ones. Yeah, some chocolate fell off the shelf and fell into my basket in the shop on the way home from work. It does that. I need to report it to the shopkeeper because it's dangerous, really. Thankfully, my basket caught it. And also, some smiley faces fell out of the freezer and into my basket. Because I am, like, 6. And then I came home and had beans on toast. Now I've got some spaghetti hoops. I haven't got any alphabeti spaghetti. No, I've got no cheese. So I couldn't have cheesy beans. I got cheese coming tomorrow in my shopping. This is me. My fridge contains like milk, some the flora thingy spread stuff, and some tomato sauce currently. Beans with chili powder in. Absolutely. I always put a bit of chili powder or a bit of curry powder in beans. Well, I had to because I didn't have any cheese. I know I went to the shop, but when I went to the shop, I bought smiley faces thinking I was going to have smiley faces. I got home, didn't want smiley faces, had beans on toast, had no cheese. Right, anyway, 15 limit coming up as we come down into Tulloch North. Because I've got cheese coming tomorrow. I don't want extra cheese. How's my day been? Good, actually. I planned when I did my online shopping that's coming tomorrow to have cheese. Right, so go via this place. I don't pre-plan meals. I just have what I fancy. I fancied when I was in the shop. I fancied smiley faces, so I bought some. By the time I got home, I didn't anymore. And that whole 3 minutes from the shop to the house. Things can change. Right, go via Roy Bridge is the next stop, but we won't. We will stop at Roy Bridge because it's Roy Bridge Day. Roy Bridge being an actor in the first Star Wars film, 30 Walk from the Left, in case you want to know. Having just passed Tulloch, you're now in Glen Spean, following the course of the River Spean. Unfortunately, Roy's career went south after Star Wars. The fame got to his went to his head, and he turned to alcohol and didn't get the part in any other Star Wars films. He got rejected for Lord of the Rings. And didn't really do much afterwards. There was a small, diversion into porn, which we can't talk about. He's married to his long-term wife, Suspension, and he's got 2 children, Cantilever and Rope. Well, only a small diversion. Everything's in scale. Right. People just joined to go in. What the hell? Cantilever Bridge? Rope Bridge. If you're going to name a child, name it Rope. So yeah, if you're new to the streams, that's how random they get. The whole thing came up just talking, just Roy Bridge. It sounds like some sort of failed actor, and then we just went off to this tangent of what he did. 30 Walk from the Left, Turn to Drink. wife cantilever, 2 children, suspension and rope. And that incident with the sheep. Well, you know. We did, because when we originally planned to do a physical meet-up at Roy Bridge this year, we did wonder what the locals would say when, you know, 2 or 3 people probably, you know, checked into the Roy Bridge Hotel, because there is one. And, you know, because they're going to be asking, oh, what, you know, doing up here? Oh, it's Roy Bridge Day. And they'll be like, sorry, what now? Oh, it's Roy Bridge Day. No, we don't have a... Oh, yeah, Roy Bridge, that, you know, famous Ewok actor. The locals will be looking at you thinking, oh, right. That's how weird. So if you have joined the streams and you want to be part of a really random community, then yeah, do stick around. Someone will post a link to the Discord server, which is full of these nut jobs as well. And some of these streams do get really, really weird. Oh, if you want to see weird, by the way, while we're trundling down to Roy Bridge, there you go. Check that out. That's probably one of the most random streams we've done, and that was 4 years ago. We did that one, and it's still something that we talk about in the community, talk about on the streams now. Susan, and that's also mentioned on merchandise that's currently out. Yeah, I do need to get a clip of Roy Bridge from where it started. I'll have to dig that out. Yeah, on the back of some of the clothing, and on a mug now is the slogan, I was young, it was dark. I'm looking forward to my mug turning up, because I will be taking that to work with me. And next year we'll do on the back of some merch as well. He said that's where he was keeping his lunch. You'll soon be going through the Monessie Gorge before passing Roy Bridge Station. The passing loop at Roy Bridge was removed in 1966 and the other platform closed. That'd be quite good in a sticker to put on your lunchbox, wouldn't it? Not, you know. You've had more questions than normal wearing the t-shirt. I'm going to wear mine to work. It's going to happen. And I'll be wearing my hoodie on the meetup in 4 weeks' time. You have to get a lunchbox first. Well, it'll grow, Dylan. You'll be all right. Right, so a slow downhill trundle into Roy Bridge. Wow, there's a sentence. Where we will stop. Who's the weirdest person in the group between Dylan, Chris, Larwood and you? Most random, I'm probably up there actually. Certainly based on last week's OMSI, definitely up there. You're all weird. Again, that's what makes the community, and that's what makes doing MP stuff with this lot. I think certainly the ones that have been around a while, and have been part of the streams, and certainly have been watching the streams, when you know the in-jokes, when you know how to play each other, if that makes sense. So you know what, when someone says something, you know instantly what the comeback's going to be, or how to how to phrase things, how to be on the streams. The weirdness just comes. And sometimes when we're all on the same wavelength, it's awesome. Like the Susan thing, everyone in that stream was just on it. With the Roy Bridge thing last year, that was another one. The whole Noodly Boo thing was just one of those where something happens and everyone just jumps all over it. The 39 nautical miles thing, that's another one. So it's not very often that there's these things that just stick. And sometimes there are. Susan, 4 years. Roy Bridge, a year now. 39 nautical miles, that's going back 2 and a bit years now, I think. Noodly Boo, probably a couple of years. So, that's 4 key things, really. Yeah, Field 52 is going to be a thing. Bergen, not so sure. That isn't really I don't think that's one of the long-term things. I almost think the Field 52, because I'm hoping to do a bit more farming on YouTube and stuff. If that picks up, I think a signpost with Field 52 this way would be quite cool. Am I still recording for YouTube? Yeah, I'll be recording for YouTube in probably 10 hours time. This video. Oh, yeah, this is going out on YouTube. No one watches this far in. This is going out on YouTube on the 30th of June. Right, so we've got 1.8 miles before we stop at Roy Bridge. We're not supposed to, but we will. It's a really nice, picturesque line coming down here. I think it'd be quite interesting to do it the other way, to go up rather than come down. Who was asleep on a stream? That was Gaz. In flight, just fell asleep. So we all did the grown-up thing and just left him there. He's no longer around. Right, 1.2 miles until we get to Roy Bridge. Yeah, there's a few that were good. So I've been doing this, blimey, 5.5 years now. So, yeah, there are the odd ones that, like the Susans, like the Roy Bridges, like the Noodly Boos, that just stick. But there's been loads of others that have just been, great. Sometimes if you miss a stream, you miss something like those moments. You miss one of the, people hadn't caught the stream last year mentioning Roy Bridge. You'd be like, what the hell? The Simpson Stuff Detective Agency, yeah, E45. Yeah, that's going back a long time. E45 and a Twix wrapper. That's a good night in. That's when I used to drink on the streams. They were dangerous. Right, so slowing it down to Roy Bridge. You haven't subscribed on this stream unless you're under Owen the Call. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people have subscribed on this stream. Now I'm on the hard stuff. Orange squash, yeah. which I've ordered 4 bottles of, coming tomorrow. Right. Into Roybridge we come. No. No. So yes, as it said, there used to be a passing point here. So there's the other platform. So taken out as just single platform now at Roy. So we're not supposed to stop here. It's not actually a stop. Michael gifted Matthew a stop earlier. Oh yes, Matthew. Oh yeah, I can see that now. I saw it under Michael. So yes, there we go. We have arrived at Roybridge. So we're not supposed to stop here. But the home of Roy. So out there somewhere is the Roybridge Hotel. Some of the train in the station. A moment's silence for Roy. Oops. Anyway, right, let's... oh, don't go in reverse. Let's leave as Roy did, in a puddle of his own vomit. Right, onwards to Speenbridge, Roy's cousin. You'll soon be crossing the River Speen before passing Speenbridge Station. It wasn't that great. 30 walk from the left. Okay, 30 coming up. Never got caught back, no. That's why I had to dabble into that, those other films. Still wore the costume. Slightly strange. So, via Speenbridge, then go via Mallaig, and finally on to Fort William. Speenbridge was a one-time junction for a branch line to Fort Augustus at the southern end of Loch Ness. The West Highland Railway had originally planned to extend the line to Inverness, but it's never happened, and the branch to Fort Augustus closed in the 1940s. His only bridges page. Oh God. There are only small parts. Everything was to scale. Right, 1.6 miles to Speenbridge. I can just listen to that clickety-clack for hours. Or the clackety-click, depending on which way you're going. Alright, back up to a 50 in a minute, so we can give it some beans. Over the wither. I can imagine planning a line back when these were first put in. It was a lot easier than it is now. It's like you just go to the landowner, it's going to chuck a bit of a railway on through the bottom of the land and come along and just put the railway. Now it's, oh God, focus groups and environmentalists and dig up, and archaeologists in case there's fossil of the lesser known farting squirrel that used to live in a tree near the railway line. Is that how they spoke? It is, yeah, exactly. Right, got to slow down to a 15 to Speen Bridge. Halfway through? Halfway through? And who's Scott William? Oh, squirrel endangered itself. It did, yeah. Don't go near it with a naked flame. Or don't go near it naked. Because squirrels like nuts. Right, 15 coming up as we come into Speen Bridge North. But yeah, we're coming, just slowly. Very slowly. If you are new to the streams, there is a link there to the Discord server as well. If you want to be part of the madness on Discord, do check that out. If you're into any sort of train sim or any sort of sims, basically, have a look at that. We have a train section, a flight section, a bus and coach section, one for trucking, one for farming, a random one, food and drink, entertainment, setup and tech, and a general one. That's doing some slowing down. Don't do the slowing down that much. Right, so we've only got to go via here. Haven't got to do any of the getting off. Or the getting on. Well, I'm not getting off. The passengers doing the getting off. If they were getting off. If they're not getting off, they don't get off. If they were getting off, they could have got off if we were to stop. But we're not stopping, so they can't get off. Or get on. Is anybody wishing to get on or get off? They can't do getting on or getting off here because we're not stopping for them to get on or to get off. No pheasants. I'm not a pheasant plucker, I'm a pheasant plucker's son. I'm only plucking pheasants till the pheasant plucker comes. So, not stopping, no. Or the trains are on this scenario. I think the 156 is there, I think. But it got switched about, so I was trying to use the pacer for it, but it broke it. Having passed Speen Bridge, you're now descending to Fort William, sitting at the southern end of the Great Glen, which runs northeast through Loch Ness to Inverness. You'll soon be able to see Ben Nevis, the highest mountain in the UK, over to my left. So next time we're going to try and carry on our roaming driver series, where some months ago our driver got abandoned in Leeds. So next Wednesday we'll try and carry on from Leeds. And maybe head back south again. Because we've done a lot of Scotland. Right, so you've got to go via Malay Junction. So Ben Nevis up there, I should imagine. Good old Ben. Again, quite nice living somewhere up here because it's close to the railway, but also your dad's been up, Ben. Well, there's a statement. But also, it sort of ruined the idyll, wouldn't it? Like peace and quiet of being in the middle of nowhere, and all of a sudden a train comes trundling through. It's like people that live on a bus route. I can see the benefits of living on a bus route, but I'd be really annoyed by having a bus go outside my house all the time. No other routes today. Tomorrow, say 2 streams, well at lunchtime with some Snow Runner, and then one tomorrow night at 6 o'clock with the new MP trucking in ATS, and then a long stream on Sunday. So starting about midday, and then we'll basically run through till we all get fed up. So 7, 8, 9 hours possibly of farming on Sunday, and then Monday I was going to do that Grand Casino Tycoon, but I might save that for a random Sunday and do something else on Monday instead at lunchtime, midnight. Then it won't be that long. Right, so making our way down to Malake. You just asked that, Owen. Answer's still the same. Pretty much asked the same thing. Route, scenario. When we get to Fort William, we will be ending. How to keep myself awake if I do a stream that long? By streaming. Chatting to you lot. And trying not to drink too much, otherwise I need a pee. The Christmas stream to London nearly killed me. It was that was tough, that one. It was. The problem is that over that Christmas, Christmas wasn't good for me anyway. But I'd streamed quite a lot, and I think just a combination of streaming a lot and then doing a long stream in the middle of that was, yeah, that was a bit much, I think. That's why, I've got tomorrow morning, chilling out, a couple of hours between streams tomorrow. Trucking will probably be done by 9. I'll have Sunday morning chilling out. I'll have Monday morning chilling out. I'll have Monday afternoon and evening chilling out. So I get some downtime between streams. Rather than trying to do 3 streams a day or 2 streams a day and then trying to do one long one, then do more. So we'll see how Sunday goes. If Sunday becomes, if it starts to dip off, or there aren't going to be that many of us around, and there's a natural end, then we'll stop. Longest stream in recent times, probably the 8 hours and something, 8.5 hours, which is one of the train sim ones, I think. I used to stream trucking for like 7 hours back in the day. Couldn't do that now. Paddington to Penzance. Yeah, that was 8 hours and something, I think, wasn't it? I really enjoyed that, though. The London one was different. Oh, hang on. You are now on the final approach to Fort William. We'll soon to be able to see the aluminium smelter on your left-hand side. The smelter opened in 1929 and had its own hydroelectric power station powered by water from Loch Treeg and other nearby lochs. After passing the smelter, you cross Mallaig Junction, where the West Highland Line extension to Mallaig starts. The Paddington to Penzance, I really enjoyed it because I knew where we were. So, been down to Cornwall a lot, been down to Devon a lot, been down through Somerset a lot. Obviously, the line between London and here and down to Bristol, I knew. So I knew where I was geographically. The one coming down from Edinburgh to London, once I got south of sort of Grantham and York, geographically, I was a bit vague, so I didn't get a sense in my head of how long I had to go, and it was just really hard work at the end. And it's more difficult when I'm doing long streams in multiplayer. They're better because there's other people in voice that sort of take the pressure off me a bit when they're chatting. When I'm sat here on my own for 7 or 8 hours, like I am on the train sim ones, it's a lot of pressure on me. Certainly when chat goes quiet, I've got to try and sort of fill the gap and keep talking, and that's where it becomes hard work. But yeah, I would love to do that. Paddington to I'd love to do Penzance to Paddington in a pacer. So just do the reverse trip. One day. So this was going to be a pacer, but it slightly broke. You run out of things to say. It's yeah, I've got used to it over the years now. I found it really awkward originally, certainly when recording for YouTube. I found it really hard. Now I just talk crap for like half an hour or an hour, and then and that's it. Anybody that spent time with me will know I'm exactly like this in real life as well. A lot of guidebooks out. Yeah, I've got to record some more stuff tomorrow. Trucking and firm bus potentially tomorrow. So there's the aluminium smeltery place over there. Not aluminum, Americans. So yeah, looking forward to doing Snow Runner tomorrow. I haven't done that in a long time, so that's going to be something different. And then really looking forward to that multiplayer trucking. We tried it out yesterday to make sure it'd work. It's just odd seeing other trucks and then also AI traffic. So that's going to be interesting because we're going to have to stick to speed limits. We're going to have to stop at red lights. But it can be done where we'll end up with the same load, all going to the same place, so people shouldn't get lost. So yeah, that's going to be cool tomorrow night. And yeah, the farming stream, it'll have a start. It won't necessarily have an end time. We'll just go until there's a natural end. And then Monday lunchtime will be something. Right, so slow it down to Mallaig Junction, so you could complete the farm on Sunday. No, that's not going to happen. There's a few things I want to do. I want to play with some wood. We'll look at some new fields. We'll try and get some new equipment to have a play with. It's okay for the odd stream and the odd bit of multiplayer. It's not something I would do on my own. Yeah, we'll have a look at it tomorrow. I won't go on the farm today now. We'll have a look at it tomorrow and see if we can add in some more equipment for something new to look at on Sunday. Right, so Mallaig Junction coming up in 0.23 of a mile. This looks very junctiony. That's a lot of the train lines. And a turning table for tabling your turns. I braked way too early for this, but it doesn't matter. Slow bimble into... Where are we going? Fort William. It says so down there. Does exactly what it says on the tin. So yeah, so next week then we will try and leave Leeds. Maybe head south, back down into Cornwall. Having just passed Mallaig Junction, you've gone under the old bridge on the former route of the Lochaber narrow gauge railway. That one, I'm guessing. Yeah, we're streaming Snow Runner tomorrow, Doulahay. At lunchtime, 4 of us. Me, Dylan, Crisp and Noz. So that's going to go well, I'm sure. And then tomorrow night is me, Dylan, Crisp, Noz, NT, Blinky, Larwood, Trent for the new trucking. You're now approaching the end of the line at Fort William Station. The current station was opened in 1975 as the site of the old station on the shore of the loch was needed for a new bypass around the town. The scenario will end when you've dropped off the passengers at the station. So they got rid of the old station because of a bypass. Cool. Yeah, looking forward to it. Something different. And so, the fact they've announced that eventually we'll get multiplayer servers There will be a Sims and Stuff trucking server when we can. That'll be cool. With a capital cool. And in we come then into Fort William, the end of the line. As the Travelling Wilburys sang. Was that Travelling Wilburys? I think it was. So there we go, the Roy Bridge route is done. We went and saw Roy, we paid our respects. And maybe next year we'll be there in person. And then we come into Fort William. We'll try not to crash into the buffers. And hopefully get all of the train on the platform. There we go, open the doors. That's not bad, actually. Not bad. Just about in. Most of the doors opened. But we made it to Fort William. Well, there we go then. We will end our journey there. Really enjoyable line. I do like some of the lines where you just trundle along quite slowly. That's why I find Train Sim so relaxing. Part 4 of the scenario is complete. Speeding 13 times. Yeah, we'll ignore that. So there we go. Next time then, in Train Sim, we'll carry on our roaming driver from Leeds and see if we can head back down south again. I think we came up via Reading, didn't we? So see if we can head back down towards Cornwall and Devon and beyond from there. Next stream then, back at midday tomorrow for that SnowRunner stream, and then tomorrow night at 6 for the new MP trucking. And I say Sunday long farming stream, and Monday something, and then back to normal for Tuesday. So thanks to you lot for keeping me company for the last 2.5 hours. Thank you very, very much indeed. To the people in voice that aren't here, those are just voices in my head, aren't they? Okay, well, thank the voices in my head. And then to this lot then. So thanks to Blinky, Dylan, and Nightbot for moderating. To Owen, Danilo for following. Hisu, Dulahay, Matthew, and Chaos for subscribing. Thank you very, very much indeed. And thank you as always for your support and for keeping me company, as I said. It wouldn't be the same without you lot being here. I would literally just be sat here talking to myself. Which I'll be doing tomorrow morning when I'm recording for YouTube. So think of me. Well then, enjoy the rest of your Friday night. Back tomorrow at lunchtime for SnowRunner. Until then, if you have been, thanks very, very much for watching.